Over the past few days, we have been dealing with the art of public speaking, and this is something that is kind of a nutshell presentation of what we have done in the past few days. The first topic that we had discussed is being absorbed in the subject. You know that there are various ways in which you can assume mastery over the audience, and this is one of that. Once you are preoccupied, once you are deeply into something, the rest of the world ceases to exist. And this is how you can gather and garner your self confidence by being totally absorbed in the subject. And once you're totally absorbed in the subject, that element of fear goes away. This reminds me of a story in which I found out that there was one young soldier who was injured, an American soldier, and he was brought in the house of a Japanese doctor, and the wife did not like that because Japan and America were at war at that time. But she nursed the soldier, and she had that fear when her husband walked away, the doctor walked away, and she was washing the soldier. She had that element of fear of being alone with an unknown person. But once she got angry with the soldier, that why the hell did you come to my house? Why the hell were you washed by the waves in front of my house? The fear went away. So anger takes away the fear. In the same way, absorption on a particular subject takes away the fear. So it is very important to be totally obsessed about with the subject. It is very important to be absorbed in the subject because that will take away any element of fear. The second topic that we discussed is that you should have something to say. It is very important to understand this in the context of a writer. For example, a writer should not write until he has something to write, something to announce, something to inform the people. And until and unless you have something to inform to the people, you should stay away from writing. Many writers had started their writing careers at a very ripe old age. And why did they do so? Because all their lives they were waiting for an inspiration. They were waiting for a subject matter in which they had something to tell the world. And until and unless you have something to tell the world, it is absolutely useless to start off writing, to take your pen up. And in the same way, you should have something substantial, important to tell the audience, and you should have that. Otherwise, don't go to the stage. Don't step on the stage. The third point that we had discussed, that after you had prepared for it, you need to do a lot of groundwork for a lecture, and you need to prepare for it. You need to use a lot of your quality time in preparing for that. And once you have sweated it out, you should expect success. There is no middle way. You have done the hard work, and you should expect success. So that is absolutely important, that you should expect your success. Second thing is that there is an element of positivity, a positive vibe that comes in. So either the audience has a positive vibe, or you have that positive vibe, or together you have that positive vibe, the audience and you together. For you, it is important to have that positive vibe inside yourself, because until and unless you have that positive vibe, you will never be able to master your audience. You need to assume complete mastery over that audience, and you need to come with a positive frame of mind, that electric feeling that should be there. You should expect success. You should expect that something good is going to happen with this. You should expect that the audience are going to be absolutely mesmerized by what I am going to tell them. These things are actually very important. And then there is an apologizing factor that comes into play. Take your own time. Don't be apologetic for that. The starting thing is the first impression, and that is the last impression. Take a deep breath, take a couple of seconds, prepare yourself, hold your feet strong into the ground, walk a little bit, that doesn't matter. Adjust the microphone, take a deep breath, look into the eyes of the audience, the people at least who are sitting in front of you. Give a good smile, and then start. And even at a certain point in time, if you have faltered, if you have stammered a bit, don't be apologetic about that. You are a human, and to err is human. Humans are prone to follies. If we don't make mistakes, we will become gods. So these are the first 5 points that I wanted to discuss with you. I have already, used notes to discuss it with several groups of students. But as professionals, as people who are very important in the social circle, it is very important for you to understand these tricks if you are about to step into the stage. And more importantly, and most importantly, you should love the stage, love the thing that you are doing. Thank you very much, students.